Hello everyone, this is Frank from Apple One-to-One, and we're going to be creating a summary table, and I'm going to show you how to reference data from another table within that same spreadsheet. Started with a spreadsheet here that has some numbers in it. Notice we have the months across the top with a total for quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have some categories down the left-hand side with a monthly total. Some things that we can do here. Let's say that we want to format the body of this in a particular numbers format. So how we would do that is tap on the first cell, drag it down and over, all the way over to the end, hit the paintbrush, and now we want to go to the format. In this particular case, I want to use currency, and notice that it gives us a $sign and 2 decimal points. I'm going to change that. I want to use whole numbers. I want 1,000 separator, and I want to use the accounting style. Now, the accounting style, all that really does is it will put the $sign off to the left-hand side. So there we are. So now your entire spreadsheet has the same formatting. Another question we get is, well, how can sometimes my columns, I have to size them independently. Well, you can do that much the same way. You can do them all at once. What you want to do is tap on your spreadsheet, hit your column. Now, you'll notice between office supplies and cell phone, you see the 2 blue dots. If you grab that blue dot, and depending upon if you have chubby little fingers like me, it may be harder or easier depending on your fingers. Drag that all the way across. There you are. Now if you hit the paintbrush, right, you can do all of those same things. Also, you see the 2 blue lines on column Q. Hold that down and you can slide them to whatever width you want. And that will do the entire spreadsheet to that width. But you can see how it's sizing them, and you can, whatever fits your needs, there you go. Tap on it, and now you're done. I have different colors. I use those so that it'll indicate to me that those columns have formulas, and I don't want to change those formulas. So how did we do that? Again, tap on your spreadsheet, tap on the column, go to format, go to cell, and see where it says cell fill. The default is going to be white, and you can choose any color you want. I chose the yellow only because, I don't know, it's just appealing to me. And I did the same thing. If you highlight row 10, again, format, cell fill. If you want that to be a different color, you can do that. You may notice that I have 2 totals here. If you look at quarter 1, you'll see it says 11,025. So let's look at that. The first one is a summation of B, C, and D 10. 11,025. What's this one? Well, if you tap on it, you'll see that it is E2 through E8. The reason I do that is because I want to make sure when I'm keying formulas or putting formulas in, I want to make sure that they are the same across as they are down. So this is my double verification that by totaling these 3, I get one number. If I total quarter 1 totals down, I get the same number. They should always equal. If they don't equal, then you need to recheck your formulas. In this, you'll notice I don't have a year-to-date column. I don't have a year-to-date column because what I wanted to show you is how you can create a separate sheet that may show you only summary data, if that's what you want. If you consider this sheet here has all of your detail by month, but each quarter you may not want to see the detail unless there's something amiss and you need to dig into the detail. So I've created a year-to-date summary sheet right there. And again, there's nothing here. And how you create a sheet is you just hit that plus sign, and new sheet, and it gives you a new sheet. So here, the reason I took the default sheet out, because I wanted to show you that you can create the tab, hit the icon there, and I want to use this guy here with the red across the top. Boom. So now we have the alternating gray shaded lines. We have a red heading line across the top. A couple of things you want to make sure of. First, you want to say, okay, so I need, if you look at this, I need to have at least 12 rows to be on the safe side. So let's do that. So we got 10. And again, the two vertical lines there, or I'm sorry, horizontal lines, just grab them and go down. All right, so I'll go to 13. And we're going to need, how many columns? We're going to need quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a year-to-date total. Slide one out. So we have our approximate number of rows and columns all set. We go back to part 2, highlight our columns, and hit copy. Highlight that area, paste. There you go. They're in there. Up in here, we're going to type in quarter 1 and quarter 4 and year to date. So if we highlight these and go to our format, we can say, well, you know what, let's center those. All right, now they're centered in those columns. Now we're going to go to advertising, and we're going to go to our keyboard, hit the equal sign, then you're going to go to the detail or part 2 tab, and we're going to go to quarter 1 advertising, tap on it. Okay, so that is now referencing that cell. So from here, we can copy, paste formulas. All right, just to double check, we see rent is $4,500. Come back here, rent $4,500. Okay. We're going to repeat that process. Quarter 2, equal, tap on the other sheet, go to quarter 2. There you go. Tap on it, copy, paste formulas. You'll see that it is referencing your other sheet. Why do you want to do that? Because if in this sheet, for example, we'll come back here and we'll say, let's take office supplies, right? So office supplies in the first quarter, we have $200. All right, so let's, just for sake of argument, let's say instead of $200, going to be $2,000. And don't forget, in whole numbers, you got to add that decimal. You got to hit the decimal point to make it $2,000. So now our totals have changed. So you see, quarter 1 is $2,000. If you come back to your summary, you have your $2,000 there. So the reason that you have the summary is that you don't want to go into the detail, but you want to make sure that if any of the detail changes, it's reflected in these totals. You can also, down here, just like we did on the other one, just put in a total. And here, this total, we want it to be to there. Okay, and you can just copy that over. We want to get a year to date. You can come in here. If we hit the sum there, now you see it's taking that sum there. Oop, see my fat little fingers. Copy, paste formulas. We want to do our sum, and it's adding it across. You say, tap on the column, take that little blue dot across those two lines, drag them across, and you can see it's sizing everything, and then maybe you don't need those excess columns down the bottom. There you go. Now you have your quarter and year-to-date summary right here. If you wanted to, you could even highlight each quarter a different color, or you can have your year-to-date format and go to cell fill, do that. Just so visually you can see that that's your year-to-date number. And as the information gets put in each month, the quarter to date on your detail will change, as will quarter one on your summary sheet. So I hope that gives you enough information to get started on different types of spreadsheets. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them in the comments field. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for viewing our content. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe so you can see all our training videos as well as links to download our podcast.